We're back with another interview here with John Lundberg, board president
Yes,
of
sir. HMGS.
HMGS, and doing a lot to run this falling convention here. So, John, just start off by telling us a little bit about your role with Fallen, and just kind of go for it.
For the most part, the convention is done by the convention director and the volunteers. Our job as the board is to give them the ability to do their job, to make sure that they have the tools and resources that they can put on a fantastic convention. I've had a great time here, and everything that I've seen has been awesome.
Yeah, it is. And when Scott was on telling us it is definitely a different flavor from Historicon, right? It's much more, I don't know, if you kind of compare it to like when they talk about concerts, right? You can go to like that 30,000 seat concert, or you can go to kind of that smaller venue and get a little, closer, more personal, intimate personal experience. And this certainly has that feel. But man, it's been really, really awesome, and the attendance has been really great.
Yeah, attendance is up a little bit. We don't know the for sure numbers, but we do know that it's up. The games are full of players. There's lots of games. Everything's so far has been really good.
So one thing that's a little different about Fallen is the vendor area is not attached to the convention hall. It's kind of down a little path, and it's really neat because it's kind of just a space dedicated to the vendor hall. How do you feel how people respond to that with the vendor hall being attached like that?
Like anything, there's good and bad. It is, as you say, it is a little separated out here. It's a little bit of a trip for people to come down. I mean, you're coming into the biggest historical miniatures gaming shopping mall there is, aside from some of the great big shows in England. But the facility here, we've been using this for probably 30 years, on and off. They've done tremendous upgrades. The hotel has really made a lot of effort to improve and get really world class. So we've got a great facility here. We filled it up. There's not a place that we could have fit somebody new, and people are all over the place shopping, doing their thing.
Yeah, it was funny. I wasn't sure. I didn't really realize that it was attached. Man, this might be kind of near, but that was a great explanation of it. It's really like you walk in and it's like a shopping mall for miniatures gaming. It's like a really impressive site. And it's cool too. There's food down here. You can walk around. There's a food vendor here. Oh yeah. I mean, it's really neat how this really is like just a huge open area full of vendors. Been great at the vendor hall. Has there been any new games or new vendors or anything up at the convention site or at the vendor hall that you're like, man, that's a new game. I never saw it before. Something that like really kind of spoke to you this weekend.
I think at these conventions, it's a little different than what you might have with like a fantasy game where somebody comes out with a new game and new figures. And, I played 2 games so far. Neither game have I played before, so I get it. And that's one of the things I like about the HMGS conventions is I have a chance to try sets of rules I had never heard of or had been curious about, hadn't tried before. So I don't know if anybody's come out with any, show-breaking kind of games.
So what was one of the games that you tried? What was the topic nature of those?
Last night I played in a zombie game.
Nice.
And it was a cool zombie game because the guy had done it such that you start off at a creepy graveyard, then got attacked by the Headless Horseman. After the Headless Horseman, Jason came out of a summer camp. Then the creature from the Black Lagoon and aliens. So
very cool.
A little bit of everything, all the horror movie tropes. It's close to Halloween, so we're in that Halloween. And then today I played in a game set in the Anarchy in England between two rival factions for the crown.
Very cool. And that's another important thing to note. So when Scott was on, he talked about you guys had kids here, you're doing some kid games. So it is, the Historical Miniatures Gaming Society. But if you're into gaming, there are games for you here. Not everybody is crazy specific. I'm going to play July 7th of 1778 in a, it is,
Right, yeah.
There are games for you here. If you're into gaming, come and play a zombie game. Come and play. I know at Historicon there was this really big Elizabethan theatrical type game, right? There are all kinds of different role-playing games, creative games. Definitely come out and check it out.
Lots of different types of games, different styles of games. That anything from recreations of this specific battle to games set in this war. This evening I'm playing in an awesome Boxer Rebellion game.
Oh, awesome. Very cool.
It's in the main foyer. The walls of Peking are about that high.
Very cool.
He's got thousands upon thousands of figures.
Excellent. As far as an event like this, Lancaster, I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from the area. There is other amenities to do, right? So something if you're thinking about coming with a family, fall, nice time of year to come to Lancaster with the family, right? Certainly,
Yeah, I've been coming since my kids were preschoolers. And then this last summer, my daughter brought my 13-year-old grandson. So it's been a family thing. 3 generations were at Historicon. We come as a family. My wife works from the hotel room. Then she's out shopping.
Yeah.
She either hits the outlet malls or goes toodles around the Amish stores. There's a train museum.
Yeah, the
really
Pennsylvania Railroad Museum, I think, is right down the road.
Right,
Yep.
yeah. So there's tons of things. Lots of, we tried to have amenities for games for kids of an age. Certainly, when I run games, I will say, "Oh, this is appropriate for this kind of age." And if you're at this age, maybe you should play with it. Your parent should come along, because not every 12-year-old is ready for
Sure.
a serious game, but some 12-year-olds are.
Yeah.
And some 12-year-olds do better
Yeah.
than a lot of adults
Yeah,
do.
that's true.
So yeah.
Yeah, man, I know it's been a great time. What are plans for the future? Or, I guess, Cold Wars, Fallen, Historicon? What's kind of what do we got going on in the Northeast for HMGS in the future?
So Cold Wars 2025, we hope to be back.
Cool.
We're just looking for a location to be at. Fallen, it's probably going to be in Lancaster.
Okay.
We're not sure whether it's going to be here or downtown.
Okay.
We're locked into the downtown site for several years. It's a great site for us because, as you saw at Historicon, it's all in one facility.
Yeah, very cool.
And you don't have to move around. And there's also outreach efforts to get out into and reach people that might be interested, but they don't even know yet that they're interested. So we've got a group that's going to PAX Unplugged. We've got a group that's going to a couple of Philadelphia gaming conventions and just display some historical miniatures games.
Oh,
and say,
excellent.
this is what we do. This is where you can come enjoy it. So reaching out to other groups. There's another initiative that hopefully will pay off, but I can't really talk about it yet. I think it'd be really cool, and it could also help reach out to more gamers.
Awesome. Yeah, is there anything you want to add or anything?
I think these have been great cons. It's due to the work of the staff. The hotel works with us. Our volunteers are awesome. They work their buns off, and they put on I think a fantastic show.
Yeah, and I mean, we have nothing. I mean, the staff has been awesome with us, just helpful any way we needed it, so I mean, we're super appreciative being here, and we're looking to continue to just keep doing it. It's been a really awesome time. Thanks a lot for coming over and having us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.